1 Thessalonians 5. Now concerning the times and the seasons, brothers, you have no need to have anything written to you, for you yourselves are fully aware that the day of the Lord will come like a thief in the night. While people are saying, there is peace and security, then sudden destruction will come upon them, as labor pains come upon a pregnant woman, and they will not escape. But you are not in darkness, brothers, for that day to surprise you like a thief. For you are all children of light, children of the day. We are not of the night or of the darkness. So then let us not sleep as others do, but let us keep awake and be sober. For those who sleep, sleep at night, and those who get drunk are drunk at night. But since we belong to the day, let us be sober, having put on the breastplate of faith and love, and for a helmet the hope of salvation.
And achieve freedom, rights and justice for the Palestinian people, including the Palestine refugees, leading to Palestinian-Israeli peace and security, as well as the goal of Arab-Israeli peace.
I don't seek applause. I seek the security and peace and prosperity and the future of the Jewish state.
That's what we were standing up for. Israel's future as a Jewish and democratic state, living side by side in peace and security with its neighbors.
Syrian people are absolutely sure that what Western powers want is the destruction of Syria, and therefore they want to restore peace and security, and
where all Syrians will be able to live in peace and security.
Now we see the earth. You got it. Now we see the earth now.
In the nearly 7 decades since Harry Truman spoke those words, the NATO alliance has been the bulwark of international peace and security.
Mr. President, there is no bashing as repeatedly claimed by the Israeli government, not by Palestine, not by the Council, nor by any who have time and again urged the Council to act in the interest of peace and security.
Учитывая особую ответственность России и США за поддержание глобальной стабильности и безопасности.
And would have a positive effect on the general climate in the global affairs, taking into account the special responsibility of Russia and the US to sustain global stability and security.
Russia is invading Europe in 2014. This is a big deal.
The Russian military now being directly involved in fighting Ukrainian government forces.
Satellite imagery show Russian combat units southeast of Donetsk in eastern Ukraine.
Russia has deliberately and repeatedly violated the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Ukraine.
Good grows with her. In her days, every man shall eat in safety, under his own vine what he plants, and sing the merry songs of peace to all his neighbours. God shall be truly known, and those about her from her shall read the perfect ways of honour, and by those claim their greatness, not by blood, not by blood, not by blood.
Beginning on January 20th of 2017, safety will be restored.
Today is an historic day. It is a great honor for us to announce that we have reached an agreement on the Iranian nuclear issue. With courage, political will, mutual respect and leadership, we delivered on what the world was hoping for, a shared commitment to peace and to join hands in order to make our world safer. We have today agreed on the final text of this joint comprehensive plan of action. The E3, EU+3 and the Islamic Republic of Iran welcome this historic joint comprehensive plan of action, which will ensure that Iran's nuclear program will be exclusively peaceful and mark a fundamental shift in their approach to this issue. They anticipate that full implementation of this joint comprehensive plan of action will positively contribute to regional and international peace and security.
We have negotiated a deal that is good for the United States, it's good for Israel, it's good for world peace and security.
All of us collectively were not sufficiently attentive to what had to happen the day after and the day after and the day after that in order to ensure that there were strong structures in place to assure basic security and peace inside of Libya.
There was also shelling near the capital Tripoli at the international airport, which is controlled by militias from the western city of Zintan. More Islamist-leaning brigades are trying to oust them from their base there.
Will finally be able, with its wonderful science and technology and art and culture and music and innovation and creativity, to live in peace and security.
The people of Israel and the Palestinians are living side by side in peace and security.
Living side by side in peace and security.
To fashion a peace that will ensure Israel's security.
In which both the Israeli people and the Palestinian people can live in peace and security.
2 states for 2 peoples living side by side in peace and security.
They can live side by side in peace and security.
Peace and security.
That's how we will find new pathways to peace and security. Peace and security.
Peace and security.
Peace and security.
Peace and security.
Peace and security. Peace and security. 2 states living side by side in peace and security. Greater peace and security for the entire region.
So today, I state clearly and with conviction America's commitment to seek the peace and security of a world without nuclear weapons.
Standing alongside Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas at a welcoming ceremony, Francis declared the current stalemate in peace efforts unacceptable.
For the good of all, I encourage everyone to double up efforts and initiatives aimed at creating the conditions for a stable peace, based on justice, on the recognition of everyone's rights, and on mutual security.
He invited Abbas and Israeli Prime Minister Shimon Peres to pray with him in peace at the Vatican. Both leaders were quick to accept.
As I said to Your Holiness, we are committed to the Arab Initiative for Peace, by which once Israel withdraws from the occupied territories, all Arab states will recognize the State of Israel and will establish diplomatic relations with Israel immediately.
It cannot be a peace of large nations or of small nations. It must be a peace which rests on the cooperative effort of the whole world. That's how we will find new pathways to peace and security. That is the work that we must do. The promotion of peace and security. And the goal is clear. 2 states living side by side in peace and security.
I would reiterate that the United States of America is committed now, as it always has been, and will be, to the security of Israel. And the security of Israel is paramount in our discussions with respect to a peace process.
Global peace and security.
The biggest threat to peace and security in the world today.
Discuss peace and security in the Middle East.
We stand together because peace must come to the Holy Land.
2 states, Israel and Palestine, living side by side in peace and security.
Our ultimate goal has to be a secure Israeli state, a Jewish state, living side by side in peace and security with a contiguous, functioning, and effective Palestinian state.
The lesson of history is that peace and security do not come easily. Upon taking office, I appointed a special envoy for Middle East peace, and America has worked steadily and aggressively to advance the cause of 2 states, Israel and Palestine, in which peace and security take root and the rights of both Israelis and Palestinians are respected.
For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
What did he just say?
He said there's a storm coming.